Who in their right mind is going to buy this? Who will buy a Harley Davidson in 2023? Let's get into it. So this video is all about Harley Davidson and their 2023 motorcycles. The ones that have just been released, the new lineup for this year, and some of the prices that they're wanting to charge us, or you, if you're in the market to buy one, of course. So it's a very simple question. Who will buy one of these motorcycles? Now, of course, the simple answer to that is, well, anybody who's got the money and the desire to want to spend it, of course. But what I'm mostly concerned about is value. And are you really getting value for money with the prices of new motorcycles in general, but certainly from the Harley Davidson lineup for 2023? So let's just have a little snapshot of some of the motorcycles in each of the categories. So if we go to the sport range, we've got the 2023 Nightster, and it starts in the UK at £14,195. So this could be considered the entry level. Now, if you want that in Redline Red, you're going to have to add another £375. The Sportster S for 2023, that starts at £15,895. And if you want it in any of the colours apart from black, you're going to have to add another £375 as well. So you can see, whilst these may be considered entry-level bikes for Harley Davidson, they are still really pricey, and we know that. This is nothing new. But for 2023, they really seem to have stuck it in a little bit more, let's say, and be wanting to charge just that little bit extra. Now, we know this is not all Harley Davidson's fault, of course, because of the global economy, let's say, and inflation, and that's affecting all products from all countries. Prices are going up and up. But not all motorcycle manufacturers have put up their prices, and not all motorcycle manufacturers, of course, are charging this much for their motorcycles. It really depends on the model, the make, and so on and so forth, and I'm sure you're aware of that. Let's have another dive into more, shall we? Now, with the Softail Standard, the entry-level bike into the cruisers, that starts at £15,995 in the UK, this is. Now, obviously, you're going to have to do your conversions for dollars and shekels. The top of the range in the cruiser lineup, the Heritage Classic, that starts at £23,095. However, if you want the 120th anniversary edition with the heirloom red fade, you're going to have to add £5,200. That's £5,200 for a change in colour and some badges. I'll say that again. £5,200 for changing colour and badges and a different seat. That seems like a lot of money for that motorcycle. Already it's at £23,000 and change. Then you're going to have to add another £5,200 if you just want that colour combination, and let's say it's the 120th anniversary. Now, I would be more charitable if, let's say, it was an extra £1,000 or dollars or shekels. But £5,200? That seems like a lot to me. Let's get into some more. So here we have the 2023 Road King Special, one of my favourites. And it starts at £24,595. Again, these are UK prices. You're going to have to do your conversions or find out your local prices wherever you are in the world. Now, if you want a colour apart from the Vivid Black, you're going to have to pay an extra £440. The Road Glide Limited in the Tour range, or the Grand America Tour range, starts at £28,995. But if you want one of the colour options, in this case a Prospect Gold and Vivid Black with a black finish, you're going to have to add £2,150. So it's well over £30,000 for this kind of motorcycle. Now, as I've said in previous videos, strangely enough, I see more value in these £30,000 motorcycles that are fully kitted out for touring option. You've got the bags, you've got the tour pack, you've got everything that you want on a motorcycle, if you like that kind of style, of course. So there seems to be more value in this expensive motorcycle than you would get in any of the other tourers, or certainly in some of the cruisers. Let's carry on. So for the 2023 Ultra Limited, it starts in the UK, this is, at £29,995. Now, I don't understand why the Ultra Limited is more expensive than the Road Glide Limited. It just doesn't make sense to me. You've got a like-for-like bike there, and one is more expensive. They should be about the same price, but they're not. And once again, on the Ultra Limited, this is available as the 120th anniversary model. And again, you have to pay £5,500 in addition to the price, which is nearly £30,000, for the heirloom red fade, which is just bonkers. That's £35,000 for this motorcycle, just essentially for a different colour and a few additional badges and possibly a different seat. While you can spend £5,000 less and you're getting exactly the same motorcycle, just in a different colour. You see where I'm going with this? Okay, so let's look at the 2023 Road Glide ST, quite a firm favourite from 2022 sales figures. And it starts in the UK at $29,895. Now, this is for solo riders, want a bit of a performance bagger out there. That's nearly £30,000 for this bike that has less features in terms of a touring option. And if you want it in the white sand pearl, that's an extra £440. Now, with the ST models, there are only two colour options, vivid black or white sand pearl. Well, why don't you just make them the same price? Why do you have to add the extra £440? You see where I'm going with this? And now to the feature motorcycle from Harley Davidson, the 2023 CVO Road Glide Limited. And what a beastie this is. Many have already observed that this motorcycle kind of looks like a 1980s Honda Goldwing. And I can't really disagree with that. So in the UK, this motorcycle is now over £50,000, £50,395. Now this is without any extras. So if you wanted to add extras and make any modifications, obviously this is soon going to spiral up and up and up, 55, 60,000. It depends where you are in the world, of course. If you have to start paying for dealer fees, taxes, delivery charges, so on and so forth, this could easily raise the price another £10,000, dollars or shekels. In the UK, they're saying that there's going to be a surcharge of £235 plus VAT. Now, this applies to all the motorcycles. Now, these are maximum prices here in the UK. In countries like the United States, you can actually pay even more for your motorcycles, depending on what the dealer wants to charge you as well. So the question is, who buys this? Well, obviously, again, it's people with money. But how many are going to be sold? And what value are they getting in these motorcycles? Now, I'm not really talking about the CVO here. I'm talking about right across the board, the motorcycles that Harley Davidson are selling for 2023. Who's going to buy them? Now, I've heard many times in the last couple of weeks now, even before the launch and subsequently afterwards, that many people are saying, do you know what, we're not going to go and buy a 2023 bike, we're not trading up, we're just going to keep our 2022 or 2021 or whatever it is, we've just had enough now. There seems to be a big backlash here. So you kind of ask yourself, are Harley Davidson, have they just taken it one step too far with these motorcycles? Now, you could just not buy the big motorcycles. You could just say, I'm not going to buy the big expensive ones. I'm going to buy the basic one. I'm not going to buy a color option. I'm just going to buy the vivid black. I like black bikes, and you'll never go wrong with black. For me. However, not everybody likes that colour, they like something else. And if you're willing to pay for it, well, fair play. But if you're not, then that could affect sales. And that could be something that might hurt the future of the company themselves. The question I put to you is, would you buy a Harley Davidson motorcycle in 2023? And would you be willing to pay this price? But critically, do you think there's any value in these motorcycles when you're being asked to pay these kinds of prices? I'm not so sure anymore. Let us know what you think. Catch you again. Bye now.